There's been a lot going on since Ashley Trevino's Thanksgiving. We're going to take a look into exactly what's been going on and hopefully bring everybody to a better understanding.
Y'all literally wouldn't be able to do one day in my shoes. And y'all probably think y'all can, but y'all really can't in reality. And you know what makes the haters more mad is that they can't stop me. As much as they try to do what they're going to do and cancel me and do this and say I'm racist, say I'm this, say I'm that. In reality, I have true supporters. Like a cracker is white people. And a border bunny is Mexicans. And is black people.
Huh? Stop.
We're also going to be talking about her showing her pepperoni to a 19-year-old.
Oh, no.
And then her very poor apology.
First and foremost, I want to apologize for my actions the other day. I know I shouldn't have done the things that I did, but out of alcohol, I did it. There's no excuse. But anyways, yeah.
Her disgusting behavior towards her kids.
What color K do you want?
Pink.
You want a pink K?
What color are the numbers?
What color numbers do you want?
Pink, Ma.
You can't. Why do you want the same colors as me? Do you want lip filler?
No, my lips are actually big.
They're not that big, baby.
Okay, but they're big enough for me.
They're not that big.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Why are you being a hater?
Let me see.
They look like the same size as yours.
No, they don't.
Mom, yes, they do.
And no, they don't. Quit taking pictures.
You like your phone.
Quit taking pictures, ugly.
The events that led up to her house getting egged.
You see that? You see that? They egged my apartment.
And her getting drunk on live stream expressing how she used to do this to her daughter.
Haley literally has been through like the bottom of her life. Like, I'm telling you, whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me. And so like I took my anger out on her. And she doesn't even like hate me for that. Like, she doesn't even remember that.
I just want my normal life back, to be honest. It's ruined so much of my life.
Before we jump into it, if you like deep dives like this, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Ashley gets back from her Thanksgiving, and we all know how that went. And if you don't know, then just go back and watch my most recent video on her. And one of the first things she does is tries to get her daughter set up with a TikTok account so she can start doing live streams. Now, mind you, she's 15 years old, and that's clearly against TikTok guidelines. You have to be 18 years or older to stream on TikTok. And that's for obvious reasons, such as there is a plethora of creeps out there on the internet that are going to be coming to these live streams wanting to engage with young children, not to mention the negative comments or harassment that could influence them in a negative way. 15-year-olds are easily influenced. That's why we have these rules in society to help protect them, to keep them safe, so that way they can be nurtured into a healthy state of mind for the future and for society. Ashley does end up going live with her daughter and battling her. And if you don't know what battling is on TikTok, it's where they battle each other and whoever gets the most gifts wins the most money. But it doesn't last long because, well, like I said, she's underage, so she gets banned.
3.3 thousand.
Guys, y'all cannot let my daughter win. This is her
Thank
first
you for the
ever.
money, good. Thank you.
Guys, this is her first ever battle. Don't let her win, you guys. Do not let my daughter. Did she get banana?
And I'm not sure when this next clip took place, but it was uploaded on December 16th. And it was Ash once again battling her daughter, to which people say that Ashley is getting visibly upset and jealous with her daughter because she is beating her in a TikTok battle. But you let me know what you think.
All right.
Mommy look really cute.
Get off my live now.
Why?
Because.
I can't talk to you.
No.
Are you mad?
No. Why would I be mad?
Because you lost against me. What, girl?
Around December 7th, Ashley would be seen talking about her Tia, the woman that she went to see for Thanksgiving, and she got extremely drunk and did some things. She can be seen responding to something. I'm not sure of the context of this, but she says that they were drug addicts, to which her Tia's daughter posts a video responding to this, defending her mom. And this is the Tia's daughter's TikTok.
Here, they're drug addicts. I don't need drug addicts in my life, you guys, to be honest. Like, they can say what they want, but at the end of the day, like, I make my money and they have a record. So it's crazy. Like, it's not my fault you're a woman hitter.
I wasn't ever gonna make this video for my mom's sake, but one thing you're not gonna do is talk about my parents and call them drug addicts. Like, the switch up is fucking crazy. Like, what the f? Were you not just crying saying you didn't want to leave? But now they're drug addicts? Literally, the moment you're about to get your shit rocked, who stood in front of you? Who protected you? And you're calling them drug addicts? Don't forget, you were drinking that day too. Me and her girls literally went out of our way that day to go hide her mother's beer. Because we're afraid of something like this happening. My mother, aka her tia, whatever, was still nice enough to let her stay in our house even after everything. Even after our address was leaked, even after my mom's phone number was leaked, even after she shared all of our personal business on live. My mother, being the person she is, let her stay. And that's why the whole fight originated. My mom and my dad started getting into it because my dad was mad that Ashley just ran away to go to the boys' bathroom when all that was happening. And my mother told him to get out. And that was the fight you saw. That was the fight you saw.
Which is still no excuse for any type of DV situation, but it shows the great lengths that her friend was willing to go to for Ashley. It makes me very curious as to why Ashley took on this vitriolic attitude towards her friend that she knew for almost 5 years. She allegedly started acting like this because they posted saying they were no longer friends with Ashley. But I can confirm that Tia and Ashley knew each other for at least 5 years because Tia's daughter went live and said so.
Did Ash and Thea really know each other for, 4 to 5 years now? They were friends before she got TikTok famous? Yeah.
So the whole situation is just strange to me, especially when Ashley was saying stuff like this.
And you guys, I don't like living so far from her. Like, this is my tia. I love her more than my family.
This is someone that she loves more than her family, which isn't really saying a lot, I guess. The tree's going down. Joy's in it. Joy, what are you doing? What are you doing, Joy? Say hello, Joy. Look at that face. She's so happy. But like Tia's daughter was saying, I'm sure it had a lot to do with her doxing and having no concern for their privacy and live streaming everything.
You know what? The abuse is no longer a secret. Yeah, it's not. You know what? The abuse is not a secret. I hid it for so many fucking years. What is she gonna leave? Because my dad keeps.
When you're sitting here watching her, you can see that she just doesn't care at all. In fact, she cares more about the food stuck between her teeth than she does her own friend's privacy. One of the more recent major events that occurred that was a catalyst for Ashley after the whole Thanksgiving fiasco was when she got a little too wasted on the live stream with somebody named Santos, which we'll get into here in a moment. But she got a little too wasted during this live stream and showed her pepperoni. She showed her pepperoni to 19-year-old Santos and as well as her special toy and even more, according to Ashley herself.
I've already seen his beepee and he's already seen my nunu. Okay?
And at one point, people speculate that she went off screen to show him even more and to do some inappropriate things with her toy and him. Where at one point you can see her get up and lock the door and go off screen, to which people said that they could hear her using the toy. And I did see a video where you could hear some noises, but I'm not sure how legit that video is. So she allegedly did this. And let's not forget that there are minors that watch this stream as well as her daughters. And then in that same stream, Ashley is seen asking Santos to show her you know what while he's in the shower.
Let me see. Santos. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see right now.
And a lot of people speculated that Santos was just using her for clout, trying to get those numbers up. And there is a strong reason to believe that. During the live stream with Santos and Ashley, it's clear that Santos is messaging other girls because, well, they pop up on his phone. You can see the messages coming down as he's using another phone to record his phone that he's using to live stream with. And he quickly grabs the phone and tries to divert the attention by talking about something else. And as you can see here, the text message says, babe.
I'm gonna... All right, chat, y'all come to the Instagram.
And this becomes even more apparent later on. And Ashley's embarrassing night led to her daughter having to come into the room, telling her multiple times that she needs to get off the live stream, essentially being the adult.
You need to get off soon, okay?
And here Ashley mutes the stream and tells her daughter something. A lot of people have speculated that she's telling her to do what the caption says here, but in the end, we don't actually know. And after multiple attempts of her daughter trying to get her off of the live stream, she eventually does.
Yeah, I'm on live, but I'm off of Santos already. Why? Nothing, because it's already on. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and log off for the night. I'll see y'all.
And one thing that's floating around, and I'm not sure how this started, if it was just a rumor that occurred that someone just posted in the comments, or if there's actually proof of this, but I haven't seen the proof, so take this with a grain of salt. And if you have this evidence, then please bring it forward and send me a DM on Instagram or Discord. But this rumor is that Ashley's daughter allegedly had a crush on Santos, and one of the main reasons why Ashley engaged with him in the first place is because she sees her daughters as competition, and this is just one of her things that she does in order to make herself feel better. And if this is true, her going after Santos, knowing that her daughter has a crush on him, is pretty messed up in my opinion. But I want to reiterate that I haven't seen proof on this, so take it with a grain of salt. From here, Ashley would go on to make an apology about what had happened.
First and foremost, I want to apologize for my actions the other day. I know I shouldn't have done the things that I did, but out of alcohol, I did it. There's no excuse. But anyways, yeah. So I'm going through that right now, personally.
Ashley says that there is no excuse, but then goes on to give every excuse in the book as to why she did what she did, blaming everything up to the alcohol, to even not being able to battle Heffa, saying that it was making her depressed.
It really opened up my eyes. So I apologize to anybody that followed me, liked me, and then stopped liking me after that. That was not my intention. And I had stopped drinking for a while, if y'all know.
It's pretty crazy to think around 7 to 9 days is a long time for Ashley to not be drinking, because she was just drinking around Thanksgiving time. But here she just said she had stopped drinking for a while, which to me, a while would be like months. But no, for her, it's just about a week. I think that's how you know you might have a drinking problem.
And when I was battling Heffa, I wasn't drinking like that. But then me and her stopped battling, and I started falling into my depression again. And I fell back. And alcohol is my weakness, you guys. I run to alcohol for everything. When I'm feeling depressed, when I'm feeling sad, like whatever, I run to alcohol.
And Heffa is somebody that she regularly would battle on TikTok. But once all this news came out about what Ashley was doing, then Heffa decided to no longer do battles with her, where she would come out and say this. And this is Heffa's TikTok, Boss Lady for Real 88.
I did decide that I will no longer be battling her. I will no longer be sharing my platform with her because of my own decisions. Okay? I see a lot of things, especially her dealing with Eli, that I don't agree with as a woman. After what we've learned about him and what he's been doing up to a week and a half ago to 2 weeks, she continues to, I guess, crave attention from him or whatever the case may be. Again, I'm not talking bad about her. I'm not trashing her name. But I don't and will never, ever support women who accept that type of behavior from a man.
But it didn't take long for Heffa to decide to become friends with Ashley once again and be seen battling with her on TikTok. And there's many reasons why this could have happened. It could have been that she was seeing a hit to her bank account, so she decided to start talking to Ashley again, or she had a change of heart and wanted to help Ashley, especially after Ashley said that she was depressed because she could no longer battle her. And it's possible that it's a combination of both. But what do you think? And in this clip I'm about to show you, Ashley can be seen talking to Heffa about going to therapy and doing things to get her family on the right track and to take better care of her kids.
What happened with everything so that you can update us?
It's good. My kids are good to come back. And yeah, we're taking some classes. We're gonna do it together as a family, me and the girls. But yeah, it's good. It's good. They were both excited. Haley kind of cried when she came over a while ago. She was like, "I love you, Mom," and I was like, "I love you, baby." Like,
but you guys are gonna do the therapy sessions.
Yeah.
Good. I'm happy for you. See, you can be a good girl and still get your bag.
Which is really cool, and I think it's awesome that she's taken the necessary steps in order to become a better parent, but it's hard to believe it whenever she is ditching her daughters to go hang out with Santos instead, revealing to me where her priority still stands. And I'll show some examples of that a little later on in the video, but before we do that, let's jump into the interview that Poncho did with Ashley. And for those of you that don't know, this is Poncho Does It Better. He is on TikTok with over 700,000 followers.
How do you feel after everything that happened with, you know, the yacareses and stuff like that?
I mean, like I said, I already apologized for that. The alcohol did that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I own up to my mistakes. Should I have done that? No. Am I going to work on myself? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not an influencer, so don't ever call me a hot Cheeto influencer.
You are, hold on. You are a hot Cheeto girl because you eat hot Cheetos. I've seen you eat them.
I am a hot Cheeto girl. Hot Cheeto and bean dip. Can you get it right next time?
Okay. And then you are an influencer because let me tell you, let me be honest with you. You might not think you don't influence these people, but you're influencing some peanut brains. You know what I mean?
I do find it impressive how Ashley always has an excuse for everything. Now her excuse is that, well, she's not an influencer and she can't be held accountable for what she's doing online because she's not an influencer. She's just not out here trying to do anything. She's just trying to stream and make money. Basically trying to make it seem like not a big deal. But, you know, when you put yourself out there in front of all these people, you are an influencer because you're influencing the minds of people through these apps. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, video format. It doesn't matter what it is, you're influencing people. That's the whole point of being called an influencer when you use the internet in order to put your opinion out there. And of course, she isn't responsible for anybody that does anything based off of what she does or puts out there on the internet, but there is a sense of nobility that comes with putting yourself out there on the internet. Having a moral compass helps influence society to make it a better place to be. And one of the points why I make videos like this, or why people make these type of videos that are criticizing other people, is to help readjust them and put them on a better path. That way their influence is a positive impact. Criticism just comes with the territory. I'm criticized, everybody's criticized, and when you learn to take it and use it as a tool to sculpt yourself into a better human, it only does positive things for humanity. But Ashley sees it as a threat and resorts to blaming all of these things and just says, well, I'm not an influencer, so I'm gonna just keep doing what I want to do, and you know, because it's easier.
Not saying you're a peanut brain, but I'm saying you're influencing other people to be like peanut brains and think it's okay, you know, go on live and show the yacareses.
So somebody else has done that after me.
Well, I don't know who's done it, who hasn't, but I'm just saying I don't think it's okay, especially, you know, since I did see that your daughters be watching your live sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like a little bad that they might see that, or their friends might send it and be like, look what your tia or whatever's doing.
I already told them not to be watching my lives. If I don't tell them to be in my room or to get on my live, then it's my time. Don't come in. And they already knew that.
But what if someone just screen records and just randomly goes in their DMs? They're still going to see it even if you tell them not to go on the live. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, to be honest, if you're a mom who has not literally have either taken a shower with your child, or, you know, like, you know, if you're a mom, you know, like you've seen your child, you know, so to be honest.
Yeah, taking a shower with your child when they're like, what, 4 or something years old. That way you can teach them how to clean themselves correctly. I don't think showering with your daughter at the age of 15 years old when you're 35 is appropriate. Again, just another example of her trying to justify her horrible actions.
Like, you know, the cop did tell me. He told somebody who had called in. And he told him, like, whatever she does in her house, and, you know, it's like if you had a stepdad living here. If they had a stepdad living here, me and him would be in our room, and the kids would be in another room. So it's kind of the same. He's like, whatever you do in your household, you pay your bills, basically.
Except it's not the same because you're live streaming this to the public where everybody can see this, including your daughters. So it's like you're standing on the side of the street where everybody can see it. Look at it this way. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, all these places are basically a town square for everybody to meet up, talk, and interact. When you're live streaming yourself, it's like you're standing up on a box in the Times Square just yelling at everybody and they gather around while you're giving some kind of speech. Not really the privacy of your own home. If you made it this far in the video, you're probably enjoying it, and maybe even me. So please, as a friendly reminder, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this and even me. It was around this time that Ashley's daughter allegedly posted a video talking about the pepperoni situation, where the video had some sad music and the caption read, "Y'all, sorry about my mom today. I have no part in her actions." And this video spread like wildfire on the internet, where a lot of these Ashley update TikToks would post this video with captions saying that it was actually Ashley's daughter saying this. But according to her daughter's actual TikTok account, she confirms that these are her only accounts. In the account that posted this TikTok, IHearthKDPP is not one that she listed confirming her accounts. And this account would post multiple videos gaining a lot of traction talking about her mother wishing that she could go back or lessons that she has learned. And this one being a more recent one that I'll come back to talk about when we get towards the end of the video. But according to her daughter's TikTok, this account's spreading misinformation. So please keep an eye out for any content that comes from this TikTok account. With all that said, I think we're finally ready to move on to the Santos era. Kitty cat. Hello, Randall. Randall? So who exactly is Santos? TikToker Heffa allegedly introduced Ash to Santos on TikTok and has a reputation for being a player and pretending to date people for clout, such as this clip where Santos can be seen giving Shawty Bae a hug from behind, giving the viewer the perception that they are dating. And if you don't know, Shawty Bae is a TikToker with over 1 million followers, who is basically a lolcow and grew her following being a walking meme. And in my opinion, Santos seems to gravitate to lolcows. That way he can use them for content, make fun of them, etc. And to help explain the Santos lore, I'm gonna show you a video by Alma Rose over on TikTok that goes into more details.
So I went investigating because his ex-girlfriend Destiny has been very vocal about some of the things that he's done to her and some of the things that he has done to other women, because he does have SA allegations against him. Now, it's not that Santos and that infamous paperwork that was released. No, I don't think any of these have gone to the police department, just because even if you have proof, the police department, the DA, don't always press charges. So I do understand why it's really hard for some of these women to be open about this. It's something that's very painful. They have to go through a lot and they don't always get something back from this. And I'm going to leave all the pictures, all the proof at the end so we can just give the information here. So I did go looking through Destiny's YT channel, and there's a very insane phone call. It's about an hour long, where he threatens to unalive her or get her unalived about 7-8 times. He did admit to getting paid for sleeping with women. He threatened her cat. I mean, the poor cat has nothing to do with this.
And the phone call she's talking about can be found around on TikTok as well. And I'm not going to play any of that because he does go into some details and it's not appropriate for YouTube.
He said that he couldn't, put his hands on her. It's very troublesome. Now, because she's been so open about this, a lot of women have been comfortable opening up about what he's done to them, which is, essay them. There is another young woman that says that he forced her Coca-Cola
And there is a lot of alleged Coca-Cola things going on with Ashley and Santos. And Ashley in particular, there was a lot of that going on where people thought she was doing it because she was sniffing so much, especially in the beginning of her TikTok career. And in some cases, there's videos where they think that they can hear Ashley saying things that relate to Coca-Cola. But again, this is all alleged.
So all in all, this is not somebody, I don't think anybody that's a good person should be associating themselves with. So far, this is the information that I have, that it's a lot. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So go to Destiny's YT channel, Destiny's IG, because they are in her stories. And, let's let everybody know who they're giving their money to. And just for women to be aware with him, be aware when they go out with him that, they are getting exposed to something that they don't necessarily want to do. And once the women try and break away, then that's when the whole, I'm going to have people follow you and, all that stuff.
And there is a lot, like she said. So please make sure you go over to Dez's account, her Instagram that was shown there, and the YouTube channel. She'll have it all linked on her Instagram. Go check it out so you can form your own opinion. Santos has came out and defended himself against some SA allegations towards a different girl. And this is what he said.
This is a serious topic, so I only had to address it one time and that's it. All right, see you on the live. All right, I'm only going to address this one time and only one time just because this girl is not going to get the attention that she wants. First of all, I'm addressing all the ubas emoji yucky putting in my comments. No, I did not ever do that to anybody. I'm so against that. I was even in the military for that. I was a SARC leader. I'm really against that.
The way he worded that did not make much sense. It made it sound like he was in the military for SA, or the way he described it. But I'm pretty sure what he meant is that because he's in the military, that he wouldn't do SA, but that doesn't make sense either. So he's trying to use him being in the military as a way to prove that he wouldn't do something like this, which doesn't mean anything. Just because you're in the military doesn't mean you are not capable of SAing.
So this is a serious topic that I feel like a lot of people should not joke around about or even troll or even try to make a rumor about it. If the girl is really trying to be serious about it, why are you so afraid to even go to the police station if you're doing it on the internet?
And just like Rose said, and I've said in a lot of my videos, it's for a fear of not being believed, as well as trauma and emotional response. Sometimes it takes a long time for someone to process what had happened to them until years later. And there's many more reasons to this.
If you're going to already do this, I would say recommend go to this police station right away if I really did that, which I know I didn't do it because first date, she flew me out. She has sent me messages saying that she wanted to hang out with me. Why? Because she was chasing clout. Same way that she reached out to GTA, sent him $500. The same way she reached out to me, she tried to pay for my flight. She tried to, for me, I travel with a sponsor. For me, it's work to be doing social media, collabs, and everything. This girl was on other attentions. She was trying to go into more deeper. Right away, she had already made a move. Second day, I was already trying to leave. I was going to Tijuana and she wanted to come with me, tag along. I let her tag along, and that's from when we had gone to a club out there. She had completely passed out. She did some certain substances in the restroom. Everyone there, security, managers, everyone was recording her like throwing up. She was making a big scene. I picked her up. I was in an all-white outfit. All-white outfit. It was a different all-white outfit from that one event. But I had throw up all over my outfit, and this girl was the one, causing problems, causing scenes. She was the one over drinking. This girl was the one causing problems. From the very beginning, we had already ran across problems. She was the reason why I had gotten my phone stolen. She was the reason for a lot of bad things that happened to me from San Diego to Tijuana. She was a pain in the butt. After this experience, I cut her off completely. I didn't know she was texting Des the whole time, trying to make me look bad. So this whole situation is going to blow out over because I know I never did that. But the thing is, you shouldn't be joking around about a topic like that or even making up something like that. This is a serious topic, and I say that, SARC SA is something acceptable on this platform. If a creator ever does that, if a creator ever comes across that should be addressed. But first, before anything on social media, go to the police. I recommend to go make a report. This happens to a lot of people daily. This isn't something to joke around about.
And that's the brief overview of Santos's past. And so now we fast forward to when Ash and Santos actually go on a date. At first, there's talk of Ash going to see Santos. Santos was allegedly going to fly her out, pay for everything, and she was going to get an Airbnb and also possibly stay with Shawty Bay, which is where Santos was staying at the moment. Shawty Bay liked Ashley at first, but catches wind of some of the things that she has done and then releases this video.
I don't want her in my house. I don't want her near me. I don't want nothing to do with her. I did like her before, but now I don't. None of my roommates are going to collab with her. I'm not collabing with her anymore because I respect myself and I don't want to get canceled, period. And that's all I'm going to say. That's it for me, because I'm not trying to get canceled. I'm not trying to be that type of person, like, you know. I want good energy around me, and yeah. And I don't care how much viewers she has. I don't care. I really don't care about that. I don't care about clout. I don't care about views. Other people do. If you want to collab with her. Too bad to sad. But put me out of that. You know what I mean? If people don't understand how I feel, this is really embarrassing. I feel bad for her children. If I was a freaking mother, I would never fuck that type of shit. Because one, they go to school and they go to bully them now. Like, no. I'm sorry, but no. I can't. I did like her before, but now I don't, after all the mess she done. Like, doing this, like, on the internet? Like, girl.
Santos and Ashley would continue talking for a little bit, and Santos would do some nice things for her, such as send her some food.
Bean dip and hot Cheetos to, like, make my night. And a little ugly got me this. So thank you to my little ugly if you're watching. And, like, what else my little ugly got me? A DoorDash gift card. I was like, my little ugly does care about me.
Eventually, Santos flies out to see her, and from what I understand, he was just going there because he had to meet somebody anyways and decided to meet up with her. For Ashley, this was an important moment for her because she found this as the opportunity to actually go on a date with Santos, maybe a chance to have this go somewhere, to which she would hire a full-on makeup artist to do her makeup. And then soon after, Santos arrives at Ashley's house.
Look at all these cars pulled up on the side. We're doing. Oh. Hey. Hey. How are you?
And because people know where Ashley lives, there was also a video circulating online of another perspective of somebody sitting across the road recording Santos go into her house. It was also around this time when Santos was picking her up from her house when she hit over 300,000 viewers live on TikTok. On the way to Santos's alleged uncle's restaurant, they would make this video.
I've already seen his beepy, and he's already seen my Nunu. Okay.
Once Ashley and Santos arrived to the restaurant, there would be people outside waiting.
Está bien feíta la güey. She is ugly.
Which, from the sounds of it, I don't think they're there because they're fans. I think they're there because, well, they're making fun of Ashley. As they walk in, there's already people there recording Ashley as she comes in to be seated. And actually, I think this person was live streaming it and may have been friends with Santos because he was seen talking to her later that night. And they also had a table set up for them with some roses set up in a romantic fashion. And this is the corner in which they sat in and live streamed their date the whole night. Santos would later on post this video showcasing the new roses that he got her, with the caption reading, "Sometimes the most unexpected is the love of your life." And they could also be seen having a good time dancing together throughout the night. And Ashley allegedly failing to get a kiss from 19-year-old Santos. Throughout the night, Santos could be seen getting up, going to talk to other girls while leaving Ashley to sit alone in the corner. There would also be a video of a girl saying that Santos invited her to hang out with him while he was hanging out with Ashley.
But why would you tell me to come? was you. He started sharing his location with me.
Upon arriving home late into the morning, Ashley would find out that her apartment had been egged.
Look. You see that? You see that? They egged my fucking apartment. Look at that shit on the door. Look at that. All on the door. They egged it. They egged it. It's some jealous females from my town who are jealous because they're so poor and they don't live the life that I live.
From here on, Ashley and Santos continue to talk and collaborate and do these date type TikToks where they go to clubs where Santos brings other girls as well. And it seems like they got something going on when it comes to making money on TikTok. Ashley's newfound fame has helped her gain access to some of the more popular people on the internet, such as YouTuber Jack Doherty, the guy that live streamed himself crashing his $200,000 car because he was looking at chat.
It'd be so fun on a stream. We could like set you up on a date or something. Find your dream man.
Right?
Yeah, you know the Island Boys? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, heck no.
I don't blame you. No, sorry, no.
She also did a live stream with Jeffree Star, and he asked her if anything happened between her and Santos.
How was your date the other night? You f him or what?
No.
Oh, why not?
He's too young. No. Right now he's out buying my shoes though.
But yet she can be seen making some provocative remarks towards Santos and even cuddling with him.
Are you that jealous because Santos gonna have me like this?
I'll go order more. No, for real. Like, I love some tacos though, for real.
Me too. I'm good though, thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Is it when you get out of this area?
Are you saying tonight?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And the life is if they're from Dallas, you know where we're at.
Shut up. Stop.
Get out of here.
Alright, guys, let's yell.
And one of the more recent developments that has caused some controversy with Ashley is when she went on live and told Heffa that she pulled her daughter's hair when she was younger.
Haley literally has been through like the bottom of her life. Like, I'm telling you, whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me. And so, like, I took my anger out on her. And she doesn't even, like, hate me for that. Like, she doesn't even remember that.
Right.
I felt bad raising her because, Heffa, I'm not gonna lie, babe. Like, I was young when I raised her. My mom was her mom. And I used to, like, I don't even want to say this on live because of how I used to treat her. But, like, when she would make me mad, like, she would take off running and I would just, like, yank her by the hair and, like, pull her. And she would be like, Mom, what are you doing? But she was, like, little. And I didn't know that that was, like, not the way to treat your daughter, you know?
Which it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that you shouldn't be pulling your daughter's hair to make them do anything because that is CA.
And so, like, my poor baby, she used to, like, I used to do that with her because I used to be so mad at her, like, what are you doing, you know? And so I would, like, pull her by the hair.
You were young too, no?
I was a young mom raising her, and she still loves me till this day. And so now whenever I think about it, I'm like, bro, like, I treated her like crap. And she still loves me, and she still makes videos. If you see her videos, they're like, my mom is the best mom, or like...
Yeah, she posted one today of you guys in the car together.
Yeah, and then she's like, this is how I see my mom, and this is how y'all see my mom. Like, my baby still sees me as, like, her mom that she, you know, like... And little does she know that I used to literally, like, treat her worse than what I treated Evie. Because Evie was always my baby.
So yeah, pulling your child's hair as a form of discipline is not healthy. It's important to use healthy and constructive methods to guide and discipline your child, not pull their hair because they're getting too far away from you or whatever. And that brings us back to the fake TikTok account, where this TikTok account posted this video that got over 1 million views, where it has Ashley's voice in the background playing that audio we just heard, where it says, "It's hard to forget when it keeps being brought up, especially on live," insinuating that it was her that made this post and that she was really sad about her hair getting pulled when she was younger and how it traumatized her. But this account again is fake. And then in that same stream, she goes on to say how the social media stuff has ruined her relationship with her family without taking any accountability for anything she ever does, like usual.
So
like I was telling those today, like my mom, you know, she doesn't talk to me right now. And I was like, I don't know how to feel. Like, my mom was my best friend, you know? Like, whenever I was sick, I'd be like, Mom, what do I do, you know? And I can't call her right now. Because this social media stuff has ruined my relationship with my family. And I'm not even lying. And that's why he was like, what are you doing for Christmas? I said, I'm going to be alone. Like, my kids are going to be with my family. I'm be alone.
Then the next day she would go on to talk about it again, saying that she never abused her daughter and that people are just making clips out of stuff, making stuff up basically.
Trolls like to clip different things, you know, and they like to throw things at it. Like if I say something right now, they're literally going to clip that and they will literally, you know, make like a whole video about it. I never abused my daughter, you guys. What I said was I would get mad at her, yes. And I pulled her hair, yes. But I never abused her.
So she got angry and she physically pulled her daughter's hair. That sounds like abuse to me.
I never hit my kids, you guys. That's one thing y'all need to understand.
Well, I think Ashley needs to understand that hitting your kids is just one form of abuse, and abuse comes in many different forms. It's not just physical abuse, which what you did was physical abuse, by the way. There's many forms that it comes in.
And the only reason I pulled her hair was because she ran from me and I tried to grab her, and instead I grabbed her hair. So it's like, you know, like, I never abused my kids. I never hit my kids. If you ask my kids if I hit them, I don't hit them. That's why they don't listen to me, because I don't spank my kids. I've never let my parents spank my kids either.
Did she just argue that her kids don't listen to her because she doesn't abuse them? What?
And when my parents tried to, I would tell them, no, you're not going to hit my kids. I wouldn't even let their dad hit them. Like, their dad used to try to hit them, and I would tell him, like, you're not finna hit my kids. Like, no. So then he would get mad at me. So again, I did not pull her hair, like, literally, like, intentionally. I literally, and this was, I mean, she was little, so it was a long time ago. I don't care. Y'all can sit there and call me abuser, call me what y'all want. But at the end of the day, my kids know I never abused them. They never have bruises on them. Y'all probably are the ones who do that with your kids, to be honest. I don't touch my kids like that. If anything, I bribe my kids with money, like, behave and I'll give you this, you know? That's how I am as a parent. And I don't care because y'all call me a bad mom anyways. Y'all call me this, y'all call me that. And to be honest, I don't even have my kids right now. So it sucks because of y'all, you know? I don't have my kids because of y'all. So yeah. They can come back anytime they want. I just choose not to have them right now because of y'all.
So it's not because of y'all, it's because of your choice. You choose to not have them there. So it's not because of anybody. It's your decision, not somebody else's. And this has even pushed Ashley to contemplate quitting live streaming, which we all know she ain't going to do that. She's making too much money.
I just want my normal life back, to be honest. It's ruined so much of my life because of all these trolls that try to make me seem like I'm somebody that I'm not.
No one is making her seem like somebody that she's not. She's doing that herself. She's bringing out who she actually is and letting us all see it. That's what happens when you go live for so long. You can't hide who you are. That would require too much energy to do that. So they slip up, they make mistakes, and they live in denial. But of course, people like this will try to rationalize that it's just other people making me look like this. That's what some people tend to do when they're faced with the truth. They would just rather look away from it because it's too painful painful to face the truth sometimes. And of course, Ashley hasn't quit live streaming. She's in fact living her best teenage life at the age of 35, where she went out for the night with some girls in Santos to the club and even recorded her own new song with Santos.
I seen his pee-pee. He's seen the new. Did you have that on record, Bandy? Okay, let me hear it.
That was it, bro.
Let me hear it.
If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you got to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video, and shout out to all my Patreons for supporting these videos. I'll see you in the next one.